Certainly talk the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth.
All right.
Heaven on earth.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That right hand got him. Good-looking jab. Good counter punching. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Those counterpunches have to hurt. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Douglas in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Here we go. It's round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't want to trade shots. Parries that jab away. Parries that jab away. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter told us yesterday if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Douglas in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And down goes Wilder. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were... They're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talking about Wilder in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. Here we go to the fourth round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The right hook misses. Nice defense on that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
On to the fifth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The perfect counter lands. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. You make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. That hook just can't find the target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The jab not finding its target. You know the scorecards are going to be... Did you see that? Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Caution is being thrown to the wind. That counter shot lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Stamina is off the charts. They stop the hook there. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can. There's the bell to start round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Douglas in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Just keep him on the end of it. What are you doing? You've switched off completely. I need you to start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit, so come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there, back into the fight. Don't give him no feast.
We've made it to round 10. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Why weren't they covering up? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10. Oh, right there. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
On to the 12th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your...
And Buster goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Whoa, and down goes Douglas. And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that... As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.